I'm going to work on my darks here. I want her to be the darkest part, darkest character. She'll be the farthest one back. And I'm just pretty much working with texture. Working with texture. Just going back to the why I fell in love with art in the first place, which was color. Just having fun. Ultra. Okay. Again, I still have a little bit. See, now I'm just kind of fleshing it out a little bit more. I don't want to overwork it. I still want to make it look like something. I like working very loose when it comes to things like this, just to make it more of an emotional, not have a complete idea in my mind before I start doing it. A little bit of planning, but in general, just to have fun with the media. And this is, I think, the best part about this, the watercolor sticks. Quinacridone coral, which mixed together with the Hansa yellow medium gives you a beautiful flesh tone, which I use in my portraits. So, you might use a different, cad red or that kind of stuff, which is fine, just another red. But that quin coral is fun. Now I'm going to add, just draw with the stick here. Get some definite darks, some definite areas in here. I want a little bit of texture. Like I said before, a little bit of texture, outlining a little bit of things. Nothing wrong with outlining. But again, you don't want to press too hard because you don't want to damage the paper too much. It takes a little bit of a light touch. You're probably thinking this guy doesn't look like he has a light touch. I have a light touch. Very nice, and just be nice to the paper. Like my old buddy Bob Ross. So it almost looks like pastels now, with this stick, which is great. Now I'm just adding a little bit of texture. I like the texture of it. I just got the paper wet right there, and now I'm just going to have, so it kind of lays down a little bit nicer, very buttery on that paper. Now I'm going to grab some of these shavings right here. I'm going to melt some of them down here. I want to get a lot of color. So again, there's a little blue in there, which is fine. Notice how it just melts away. That's a lot of color right there. And that's what I'm looking for, a lot of color. Nice bright green. Look at that, just beautiful. That's what I'm looking for. And I still have the texture of the initial drawing underneath a little bit, kind of shining through. You want to make sure you melt it down a lot. There you go. Bring some of this in here. Some of this in here. So you can see how beautifully that melts down. I love that. Some of this, a lot of color right there. I'm going to lessen a little bit of these strokes a little bit here by just, again, adding a little bit of water with a light touch. So if you don't want too many of the strokes, you can definitely just melt them down a little bit. Now I'm going to pick this at this phthalo green, blue shade here. Have that just pop a little bit more. Again, a beautiful color. And it's not like you're learning other colors, right? If you have, the great thing about this, if you use Daniel Smith paints, it's the same thing. So it's not like you're playing around with a different color. It's the same thing.